So how an API is going to work in general? So there are several types of APIs, but in general, the APIs are going to have a couple of inputs that you should give to the APIs. So this API should give you a response. It can be anything. It can be, in the case of ChatGPT, I think I can have an example. In the case of ChatGPT, you have a text. Your message, your question doesn't matter. Then you have a context, which is it's not mandatory. A context is what you are asking the chatbot to do, such as be nice, or as I'm going to show in the end of the course, I'm going to show a couple of examples which have been used, such as blog post, book assistant, reading assistant of your book. That's going to be added at the end of the course as a kind of bonus for you to be creative, to be creative. So you may have some kind of configuration. As we are going to see during the course, I have added a section about that. You can make the configuration, for example, of ChatGPT of which model you want to use, such as the classical ChatGPT, the ChatGPT 4, the ChatGPT 16K, which has a big context. So all these decisions should do on the API. Some API is very simple to use. Other API a little bit more complex. But it doesn't matter which API you're using. Sometimes you have to make the configuration. So in the case of ChatGPT, you have in essence, you have text in, text out, as they like to say. It's very simple. Text in, text out, text in, text out. So that's a very simple and very concise idea, very easy way for you to see how an API works. So what API? API stands for Application Programming Interface. As the name says, it's an interface between programming. It's how code, in the example that I gave of a full stack, you build a private API, which API is the communication between your backend and front end. But in our case, we are going to build a public API which is API by itself. The function of the API is to offer someone a connection with ChatGPT using a kind of trick. I'm not going to teach the trick because I'm going to leave up to you to be creative, but I'm going to give you the tool how you can build an API based on ChatGPT as another API. So your API is going to use another API.